Alright, hey guys, this is Wrestling Game Face here. So I know it's been a hot little minute since I've actually played, or actually done any sort of streaming, I should say, recording, all that kind of stuff. Just been, a little busy, and then also just kind of, honestly, just haven't been in a streaming or recording, I guess, mood, I should put it. But I'm here to fix that today. So, and I'm also changing it up a little bit. I'm going back to Hand of Fate. So I do have the second Hand of Fate, and I honestly want to beat this one first before I start moving on to the second one. Also, I have other news as well. I plan on tomorrow, starting to stream on Twitch as well. So I do have the link in my description box. So if you could, just check it out. I don't have any videos at all. I haven't really set it up. I've had, I guess, the Twitch channel, probably for a few months, maybe longer. Probably longer than that, but really it was for Twitch Prime, all that kind of stuff, so I can get the free loot, free game stuff. So please feel free to check out the Twitch channel, follow me on there as well, subscribe, whatever you want to do. So I want to start expanding out a little bit, and I feel like having not used Twitch, I think it's kind of hindered me in certain ways. Not that I'm, anywhere high and, mighty or notorious or anything like that, but I just believe that using Twitch as well could expand my horizons, maybe. So, like I said, just feel free to check that out. I do have the link in the description. I'm also going to put my sister's link on there as well for Twitch. She's a streamer, and she's honestly doing well for herself. So, let me see if I can find that right now. But I do plan on playing some Hand of Fate today. I think that's all I'm going to play because I got about an hour's worth of time. And I know that I'm kind of wasting that hour right now by talking. But, like I said, I'm going to at least do a bit of Hand of Fate. Okay, so I just put in my sister's Twitch channel. So like I said, check her stuff out too. It would be greatly appreciated, and I know that she would appreciate it as well. But anyways, I'm going to get right into this Hand of Fate. So I know it's been quite a while. I honestly don't remember.
Back so soon? I knew you would not falter. The more you play, the more I wonder.
So let me adjust the volume on that. It kind of sounded a bit loud for me. So if it is too loud, let me know. If I need to adjust my mic, or if I need to, again, adjust the volume, let me know. But hopefully that'll do enough. Okay, so I'm actually on the Jack of Scales. So, I'm getting there. So it looks like I'm almost halfway done. I might be able to get through 2 of them. So, let me see, mana drain, cooldown times. Okay, that's not too bad.
The suit of scales are represented by these lizard men. Quiet, patient, lethally subtle, and coldly intelligent. Of all the creatures I have incarnated as suits, these please me the most.
Let's do that. Let's see what else we got here. Artifacts, justice. Let's just do these. What's that? Okay. So that's good enough. Alright, now let's get to... start it up.
You have taken one of my symbols, but now we begin to play in earnest. My scepter is at stake, and I do not intend to lose it.
So, any questions at all during this game? So, any other games I played?
Scales. I have saved the lizard men for now, but the stakes have been raised.
Okay.
There is no weapon I will not use against you.
Alright. Yeah, let's just give that huge success.
A choice.
Okay,
Select
so
your
huge
desire.
success should be this one, unless it somehow changed. Prepare to draw 2 blessing cards.
Many of these blessings are too good for the likes of you. The gods look upon you favorably.
Blessing. Okay, that's actually pretty good. So now we're only down 9 food, or I should say 8. The alternate.
Whimsy and caprice. The domains of the old gods. Were they always thus? Or has age corrupted their natures?
Alright, the alternate.
This token will unlock more cards if you can defeat this encounter.
Alright, on a deserted hilltop in a faraway land, you discover an old altar. The gods of the old religion are powerful yet unpredictable. In their favors, do you wish to pray at the altar? Yes. Huge. Okay, so this one right here should be the fail. The other 3 should be successes. On bended knee, you beseech the gods to aid you in your quest. A distant rumbling and a flash of lightning answers your prayer. Draw 1 blessing card. This card's token is now yours. Awesome. At the beginning of every
Useful.
battle, the old gods throw down thunder upon one of your enemies. Damn.
One more piece of the puzzle for you.
There we go. So far, this is working out pretty well.
Work your way through the woods and see what lies beyond.
I'm gonna turn back right now because I just want to see what this is. Heroes remains.
So often, this is how the story ends, is it not? The hero tries, the hero dies. Their memory is celebrated, but they are lost.
Alright. You pass a funeral. It's obvious from the size of the procession that the deceased was a well-loved figure. You are approached by the cleric. This great hero fell defending our beloved town of Wondermere. His sword and shield are powerful artifacts, but must be returned to his hometown for the proper burial rites to be completed. Will you do this, traveler? Yep, let's do it. Thank you. This will mean the world to his family. The town would have revolted had these artifacts not been returned. It's not too far to the hero's hometown. Look for the town cleric when you get there. Oops. Kind of fumbled on that. Viking blade, 30 damage.
Such an elegant use of rage and anger. You wouldn't expect it of the barbarian hordes. As pleases you.
Shield bash deals damage to the opponent. Damage increased as you go up. Combo Q as well. Okay. Except I don't know how to shield bash, honestly. Oh, Q. Maybe that's what it is. Hurry, it's not wise to eat the spirits of the dead by delaying their proper rites. Heavy burden. At 5.
Ha! Let us see how you progress with that millstone around your neck. Of course, you can remove your curses at shops if you can find them. Still, I'm keen to see how you handle your disadvantages.
Heroes return. Like what?
Look deeply. This is the fate of heroes. There's a token in it for you if you win.
Wondermere, hometown of the dead adventurer. The town cleric meets you at the gate. He appears to have been standing vigil. Thank you. This blade will once again be wielded in righteous fury. Do you also have a shield? Truly, you have done the Almighty's work in returning this shield. Thank you. Blessed are we who protected, can fell who trespass against us. Draw 2 blessing cards. Oh, damn, I'm going to deal a lot of damage. Blessings.
I made that a little too powerful. I will have to rebalance that next time.
Man, you can include patches and shit. Alright, treasure picker. The player chooses from multiple equipment. Gain cards, the choices available are increased by 1. Sorry guys, just one moment. Okay. Let's see. Holy touch. Undead.
Very nice indeed.
May receive damage themselves. This card's token is now yours. I mean, it's pretty easy. They didn't make it hard to find what I needed to find. So, alright, let's move. So I may run out of food.
Roaming ever forward, hunting for the truth. I appreciate your efforts. I worked hard on this game. It is a pleasure to see you play. A ship at dock is worth nothing until it sails.
Sleep at the inn.
What sort of scoundrel would go through a sleeping man's belongings?
Laughs, clearly drunk. Easy there, princess. Spare an apple, would you? There's a good lad. He stands unsteadily clutching stolen apple and some coins. Looks like Nancy here wants to fight. Spits at your feet, turns to leave. I don't recall with this one. I'm gonna lower the weapon. Bandit looks at you with contempt. Thought so. He wanders out of the room, whistling tunelessly. Ew. Well, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Well, I don't have the food, so. Shaking your head, you wearily turn back to bed, find yourself once again in the presence of the ghost from the forest. Its eyes so familiar, so real, compared to its shifting body, smiles into yours. Something stirs in your mind. Past memories. You are still yourself, and need to fear no longer. And pale hands reach yours, and you suddenly recall a laugh to go with those smiling eyes. I've lingered too long in this place, and trained so, do not forget me. You blink, and the ghost is gone. Those eyes, gone. This card's token is now yours. Okay. So, I'm assuming I did the right thing then. Had to suffer a little, but...
Starvation begins to set in. Try to stay calm. Fear will only hasten your demise.
Okay. I don't think I have anything other than I can just maybe take a piece of food or two.
Finally, an opportunity to eat.
Okay, let's see. Do I have anything to sell? I only have those two things. Let's see. Can I at least buy a piece of... I can buy it for 1. Buy it.
I'm sure you are grateful for that.
Oh, this sucks. I need some food. Sorry again, guys. Let's see. Extra cave. Just have some messages that I have to respond to you. Okay.
What brings you to play the game? Ha! I know you will not tell me. Like all the rest, you are silent.
I've done this one before. Okay. Wife's
you may wish to interfere here. Myself, I leave people to their own devices. Except, of course, for those who make the great journey to come here and bother me.
Now, I know I've already done this one. I think I'm gonna need to do this. There is no knowing what this is. Damn, I lost my one. Okay, so now I gotta fight him. Which is fine. I mean, if that's what Vampire is. Take what you want from this rubbish. Hand you a sack. I think I'm gonna take this.
Move quickly from here. Nice. There is little material gain to be made.
That'll help.
I like nothing more than the chance to see how you handle yourself in these circumstances.
For the kill. I blocked the wrong person today.
Our hero needs sustenance badly.
To continue forwards, you must first descend down a ladder and into the unknown. I mean, I could just turn back and start with death.
Did you expect me to tell your fortune? No. A fortune teller is at their most base and despicable when they begin to believe their own lies.
Alright, the landlocked lover too.
I am different. My powers are genuine. Win this and claim my token.
You return to the landlocked lover and find it somehow even emptier than before. Carlo is entertained by the story of your time in Melnick. Assuming that's how it's pronounced. You explain that you were told you'll need a high binder to find the missing ships. Carlo laughs. It's not a high binder. It's the high binder. He's a broker of information. If he knows anything about the missing boats, then he'll tell us if we can pay his price. I'll contribute what I can towards the high binder. But as you can see, the tavern business has made me a rich man. He'll accept any currency, but will have to provide enough to make it worth its while. I don't know where to get iron ore, and I don't have 50 gold or 25. High binders are only avenue at this point. We'll need to pay his price to find out more and more. I definitely don't have any of that, so maybe that would have been nice beforehand. Alright, and 2 successes, so it's 50. No! Shit. Suddenly hear a click. Empty escape. Yes. Alright, come on. Oh, damn it. It's not doing too good. 10 health. Okay, that's not too bad. First treasure chest. Time to pry it open. Something good here. 14 cards, okay. Keep, draw 2. Ring of Poverty.
Every dying man would trade wealth for health.
Gold is lost. The player receives 1 max health for every 5. Attack. I mean, that's not dead. That's really good.
This alchemist could have turned his mind to the creation of gold or wonderful substances to better mankind, but instead settled for crafting vile poisons. Disgraceful.
Okay. Yep. Alright, so let's see if we can go back. No.
Ouch.
Damn.
If only you had a meal.
Dead man's bored. Damn. So you can't. That sucks. This is a. I would have needed that
If you gain health, then I work harder to take it. What sort of man would trade the blessing of the gods for material wealth?
I mean, it is what it is, but...
An expedition. Press on.
Turn back. I'm here to explore everything. We'll approach the shop and we'll buy some food. Damn, so that landlocked rubber one's gonna be tough to do then. Buy food. 10 food, yep, buy it. Alright, there we go.
Work your way through the woods and see what lies beyond.
Ooh, Devil's Wager.
Trust a devil or don't? I wouldn't.
Devil appears in a puff of smoke and fixes its evil gaze upon you. Greetings, mortal. Draw 1 monster card. If you can defeat my minions without taking a scratch, I'll reward you with gold and magical trinkets. Excellent, the devil cries in glee. It points at you with a crooked finger, saying, "Let's see you prove it." Ooh. You said you could do it without a scratch. But I'll be generous and leave it with a little more than that. Alright, well, I only have to take on 1. And I know I can deal with Ragnar. You're not dead. That is unexpected. The devil waves his hand, partially healing you. This card's token is now yours. It then disappears, leaving behind some loot.
You've earned this. Are you afraid of the grave? What irony.
Alright. In an old abandoned graveyard, the restless spirit sensed the presence of a blessed soul and remained quiet. Spend a peaceful night, awakening well rested and fully recovered from your wounds. This card's token is now yours. Huh. That's odd. No, I don't care. I just want to pass it by.
A challenge for you, and a token if you succeed. Choose from these options. I'm sure you are grateful for that.
Alright, the lovers.
An innocent moment, never to be repeated, except here, where all of your history repeats itself until time immemorial has passed.
Alright, in the town of Steigl, assuming that that's how it's pronounced, you meet a man who is serenading a young lady at her window. At your approach, he stops and turns to speak to you. My love and I wish to marry and leave this town, but her father has forbidden it. He is the master of the guild, a powerful figure in Steigl, with many armed men at his hand. I saw you fighting in the arenas. Please, will you help us to escape the town, that we may live together in happiness? Thank you, stranger. Meet us in the back here at midnight and bring whatever weapons you may possess. Hours later, you return to find the young couple hiding in the shadows, gesturing to them to be silent and lead the way to the town. Oh, God. Woo. Damn, keeping to the back alleyways, managed to reach the outskirts without incident. Thank you, stranger, the couple exclaimed as they fleed into the countryside. This first token is now yours. Damn. Alright. Oh, I didn't mean to hit me. No, it's my own fault. So pass by. Alright, let's move on. Exit the cave.
The lizard men are nothing if not patient. He waits for you.
Alright. Has to be blessed.
Many of these blessings are too good for the likes of you.
I have a shit ton of blessings, so I it's called priest. Nope. Okay. White Council 2. Alright.
We play for a token now.
Alright, one day as you travel through the forest, you come across a band of thugs standing on the roadside. As you draw near, they move to block your path. Or your path, not past. Hand over half your gold. Passing through this forest, the White Council demands it. Well, I'm going to refuse and see what happens. The White Council doesn't like armed mercenaries wandering through their land, the man says as his goon close in around him. Alright, well, let's see what happens. Because next time we'll know whether or not I approach one of the fallen men, he says with some effort, "You'll regret this. There will be consequences." He cuts off as his voice fails him. We notice a robed figure standing in the shadows of the forest. He waves his hand and a magical portal appears, and stepping through it, he is quickly gone. You look around and find no trace of the fight remains. Huh. So I made the right choice.
It's enough to put you off crossing at bridges like this. Surely there's an alternative that would leave you less exposed and vulnerable.
Still too much there, more than the hand. Alright, 2 game
Usury, the root of all troubles.
In a busy market town, you are approached by a shopkeeper on the verge of losing the store. If you lend me the gold I need to save your store, I'll repay you one day with interest. Let's give him it. Shopkeeper gratefully accepts your gold, saying you won't regret this. Starts token valuable. Gold payback. After
The gods look upon you favorably.
Player draws 3 gold cards. Oh, nice. So why are those cards highlighted?
Now, a fight for the ages. I expect greatness.
Oh, I have to find this. Damn. Okay. Well, I should be able to deal with war skills too, so let me see what this is. Let's take out his little units.
Well played. Well played indeed. You have defeated something that I never expected to die. The wand represents my will in the purest sense. It is not too late for you to give up now. Go peacefully to your fate and leave me to mine. You begin to assemble a credible deck. Let us see what happens next. halfway done. Let us continue. Into the depths we go, searching for the dead and dying.
So we're almost there. Whenever the player purchases a new item, they gain curse. All traders have been persuaded to offer cheaper items. Alright, well.
So much death and sorrow in the world.
Okay, so that's...
Can you hear the winds keening in loss?
Well, we are going to change it, so...
Can you hear the dirges as the trees and the earth cry out in sorrow? This is the Queen of Skulls, and that is all she can hear. It has driven her to madness. Her touch is the promise of death, and I say to you, you were warned. Farewell.
So I am going to have to look into this. I don't remember how this works, so... So let's get rid of stuff like that. Get rid of that. Get rid of others. Be able to knock this one out quickly, hopefully.
The lands of the Queen of Skulls are unhealthy for the living. Few have reached the depths of the game that you have attained. They were too weak, or too inflexible, too passionate, or lacking in the necessary will. You are different.
Yes. No! God damn it. Damn. That was really bad.
Even I am unsure where this thing springs from.
Hopefully this isn't filming.
I will curse you, and I will make you suffer. Keep yourself clear of curses, and you'll have nothing to worry about.
Wow.
And so the game takes another life. Do not worry, though.
Damn,
You may try again. Can you muster the strength to go on?
Yeah, I can. Well, it should be fine, right? Or do I have to redo this all over again?
Come now. The Queen awaits. What brings you to play the game? Ha, I know you will not tell me. Like all the rest, you are silent.
Okay. So let's get this going again. Medium armor. Yeah.
Really? Is that what you're going to do?
Okay.
Again, a token is at stake.
Remind yourself. Pray to the old gods for salvation. Ooh. Fuck. I'm gonna assume that this is the one I want. So, oh my god, it is. Woo! Treasure's still inside. Loot the room, draw one, crossfit. Nice. Yeah, let's quit that shit. Alright. Let's continue to explore. We do have plenty of...
You cannot come to this table with debts outstanding.
is possible. And I think we're definitely
Evil made flesh, but with no craft or substance.
oh, we do have
Powerful magic, but unfocused. A choice. Select your desire.
do it. Second time. 15 health. Damn. Lost prospect. So wait, now I don't have a weapon. Wait, what? Continue. Song of the White Minotaur.
Roaming ever forward, hunting for the truth.
Oh, I have to do this shit again. Damn. That really fucking sucks. Alright, we're gonna choose a second. Ooh, this fucking sucks. 15 health.
How unpleasant.
Damn. So, what, now I'm down to a fist fight? Okay, the Mug and Barrel Inn is renowned for attracting the most talented bards from all around you. You arrive there, weary from your adventures, but tonight's entertainment convinces you to settle by the hearth for a while. Hours pass and the crowd starts to thin. The bard begins to move around the room, playing requests for small groups. Serenades a pair of young lovers for a meager sum, and then is generously tipped for leading a group of blacksmiths in a raucous chorus, a foul language aimed at the folks from the next town. Approaches you. Well. We do have here a most distinguished adventurer. No tawdry tale of insipid chivalry or brash tribalism will do. You, sir, merit a stirring ballad of bloodshed, heroes, and death. The bard sings for you the fable of the White Minotaur, a legendary beast who is master of both might and magic. Its power is such that it has spelled every adventurer, bounty hunter, or treasure seeker.
It has been called the game of eternity that we play. I didn't think that meant you'd take forever to make a decision, mind.
Well, I gotta read this, you son of a bitch. Alright, so at the close of the song, the bard leans in close to you and whispers, "The White Minotaur is no myth. I met a man 2 nights ago who hunts the beast as if he were its long shadow. I'd wager that any adventurer would be interested in the tales he told me over supper. All yours for a small donation." Success. Let's go for it. No! God! I'll take all the gold in your pocket. Well, I don't have any gold, so my apologies. I mistook you for someone with a sense of adventure. And of course, I have to do this shit again. At least we actually got around it this time. Jesus.
An expedition. Press on. I did not create this game, you know. I have merely perfected it. You have begun to understand my innovations.
While searching the sacred tombs of Wandemir, you come across a group of skeletons conducting dark rituals. 3 monster cards. 2 skulls, 2 tools.
The Jack of Skulls returns to the fray. Would you expect any less?
Child, they charge into the midst. Alright. So, 5-on-1. clatters to the stone floor, you realize that your intervention has come too late. The sarcophagus is slowly cracking open. Quickly grab what you can from the area and flee the chamber.
I was always a fan of being fleet of mind. You'll have to settle for being fleet of foot.
There we go. Standing outside a moment later, you hear an unholy shriek that will haunt your dreams.
This card will unlock more cards, and then still more. You must dig deeply if you wish to discover the heart of this mystery. A brotherhood of peace in the service of war. Never trust a priest.
On a dusty, lonely plain, you come across the shattered remains of an old monastery. Searching the building, you meet an old man dressed in dirty robes. Long ago, we of the Brotherhood forged holy weapons to support the war against the infidels, but the infidels were strong, and one day, one of their raiding parties took us by surprise. They destroyed most of our tools and took our supplies, including all of the rare metal ore that we used to craft our weapons. The king's army never returned after that day. I know not what became of them in the shadow. In the years that followed, I have stayed here all these years, but only the ghost remained to keep me company. All the others who survived left the attack long ago. You bid them on farewell. So we need that metal ore then.
Sparse and relatively empty. Mostly we skip over these moments in our memory.
Alright.
Yet something has caught you here.
In the gloom of the narrow canyon, you find the old remains of a wooden cart, apparently having fallen down years ago. You find nothing of worth except a chunk of glittering metallic ore. Might not sell for much in its current state, but perhaps you can find someone who can use it. Alright. So if we can go back to the Holy Forge, we should be able to find Goblin King's Halls.
As you plunder the secrets of your memories, you'll gain new cards. Some you'll wish you'd left untouched.
Great news, Mr. Lionel declares excitedly, bursting from the back of the wagon as it passes you along with a well-trodden path through a sunny meadow. One of the Goblin King's sons has decided to challenge the old fool for his position as ruler of our people. Under Goblin law, he can legally take his father's place if he can beat him in single combat. But the king, crafty slug that he is, has hidden the crown in the treasure vaults. Without the crown, the leadership cannot be resolved. There must be chaos in the capital. Oh, the Goblin town is hidden away in an enormous cavern under one of the human cities. You wouldn't believe which one, even if I told you it's full of thieves. Thieves? You know, no point visiting unless you have business with the king or his family. Anyway, the point is that the crown is one of the treasure vaults. If we can find it, then I can use it to blackmail the king into letting me back into the city. That's the spirit, Lionel says, gleefully rubbing his hands together. That crown is going to get me back to my rightful place. You can lead the way this time. Hours later, you stand staring through the doorway into another vault. Good luck, my friend, Lionel says, giving you a reassuring pat on the arm. Find the treasure chest. The crown must be in there. You pause for a moment, wondering if that was the voice you heard echoing between the traps. Lionel gives you a helpful kick to the rear, sending you through the doorway. So I'm wondering if Mr. Lionel... crown, your goblin companion demands, springing out of nowhere as you exit the maze. What do you mean? There are goblins in there throwing bombs at you. That's great news. The crown must be inside. Wait, they're probably moving the crown to another vault of the street. You better try harder next time. Huh. That doesn't make sense, though.
A ruined monastery. So sad.
Okay. Well, the monk's eyes widen in surprise as he exclaims, "Why, oh gods, where did you find that?" He looks the metal carefully. If you're willing to put it in the hard work, stranger, together we can fire up the old forge one last time. Spend several days with the old monk. By day, you toil together at the forge, and by night, you swap tales of your adventures for a share of its spirit. Eventually, you hold a complete weapon in your hands. Ooh. Now let's do it. Thank you, warrior, for giving us old relic one last chance. It's worth. Good luck on your journey. This is Hearthstone. I'm really confused about that because I saw the chest.
Did you expect me to tell your fortune? No. A fortune teller is at their most base and despicable when they begin to believe their own lies. Of course, I am different. My powers are genuine. Choose from these options.
Trying to get too well with that shit. Old graveyard.
Every one of them with their own monument to passing.
Ooh.
Quite poignant, really. Each step brings pain, and each moment of pain brings more suffering. Taverns, caves, dungeons, and the roads between them. Over and over, again and again.
You find yourself in a seedy old tavern, spinning tales of your adventures to a group of troops. A bearded old soldier scoffs at your tales and challenges you to an arm wrestle. I'll wage 20 gold.
Of course, so few trade in the land of death that deals are easy to strike.
A white council 3. It's your fault. You doomed the village up Dim's Gate. Listen to his woes. The White Council thinks that we paid you to attack their men. In retribution, they have plagued their town with the undead. One day, a group of mages appeared out of nowhere and laid a curse on the town. Some men, my father included, tried to stop them. But it was hopeless. The magical shields blocked every blow. Then they conjured a hail of enchanted arrows and pierced our men through flesh, bone, and organ. We had to abandon our village. Even now, a horde of the living dead keeps us from returning. And so you should. You can start by returning to our village and clearing out the undead. Your numbers seem to be limitless. Alright. Oh, I know. This is Dim's Gate. Return to the village of Lesser Dim's Gate Now cursed by the White Council, that eerie silence lies heavily upon you as you walk the deserted streets. In the town square, you discover a pair of unusual totems. They're made of bone and glow with an unnatural energy. The unliving bones of fallen villagers walk the earth in silent vigil around them. Two skulls attack the undead. A few weapons scatter on the ground, speak their previous failed attempts to bring the Lord from information. The living dead turn towards you as one as you approach, weapon in hand. Alright. Now we go. Later that day, the villagers learn of your efforts and begin returning to bury their dead. You've done nothing, stranger, yells an old woman as she drags a sack of bones toward the village cemetery. Those rogue devils will be back again when they hear of this. Next time, they'll probably blast the entire village off the face of the earth. You've doomed us all. Don't mind her, young girl says. She's always cranky. Thank you for laying our fallen to rest. She has a point, though. They're probably going to come and kill us all unless you can stop them. Well, let's go right into it.
Let us stake a token on their
Sit at the
foolishness.
table of the mayor of Lesser Dimsgate one evening, discussing the perils of living near wizards. The Mage Guild has always gathered in the forest at that tall tower of theirs, says the mayor with a sigh. It's been that way since my grandfather's day and longer. Back then they weren't so aggressive. There were rumors that unwanted visitors would be turned to stone and such like, but mostly they just kept themselves to themselves and left other people alone. They would sometimes emerge to help the villagers using herbs and magic to cure a particularly nasty disease, for example, or anything else that might interrupt delivery of their wine and other supplies. Sure, there would sometimes be a young upstart among them, looking to make a name for himself, causing trouble for us, but they'd soon leave to join the court of some kingdom or other. The wizard, assuming that's Zagon, changed all that though. The self-appointed leader of the White Council now demands tribute, even from small kingdoms. What chance has a humble village like ours against their power? If anything threatens the council, they just pop back to their tower, and magic keeps anyone from finding its real location. No army can lay siege to or even reach the tower. Ask about the supply wagons. Terran, the merchant, handles that. He told me once that he just heads into the forest and eventually one of them appears and magics the entire contents of his wagon away. I suppose you could ask him to let you hide within the stock. That might get you in, but then what? Scar's token is now yours. Alright.
Work your way through the woods and see what lies beyond. I hear nothing but the sounds of mourning.
Well, we do have
She is close. A permanent discount for those willing to endure the local color.
Alright. Well, we do need food. So, let's get... That's still fucking fuck time, man.
From now on, you'll be taking damage, unless you can find more food, of course.
Okay, so food, we can buy food, and I don't think we get cursed, maybe. Oh, that was just alright.
I will happily wager on the outcome. I do not think you have what it takes.
Fuck! Huge success. Which is right here.
Everything is light or darkness, and our prince straddles the borders.
Nobleman atop a mighty steed nearly knocks him. Out of my way, peasant, he calls as he rides away. My daughter has run away with a vagabond. So we got a steal from... That sucks. Okay.
This token will unlock more cards if you can defeat this encounter.
As an attempt to discover more about the bizarre portal, you encountered one name keeps recurring, a mystic named Alicia. Apparently, her expertise on all aspects of Shadow Realms, interdimensional travel, and Beast of the Void is unparalleled. To track Alicia's caravan, she travels under the guise of a fortune teller. Her appearance doesn't match the whispers about her. She is considerably shorter and has much more beard. She audibly clears her throat before speaking to you. Welcome, stranger. She recoils in mock blindness. Dark clouds of fate swirl around you in a tempest. For a little gold, I can help you see your future through the storm. Mystic looks around nervously before saying, "Now, what makes you think that I know anything about such things? I am a humble fortune teller. Can I not interest you in such services?" So I need a huge success. Ooh. Please tell me I just stayed right there. No! Nora! Exhales, you detect a hint of disappointment. The short stranger will soon enter your life with blessings to share. I plan to get this, dude. If I can keep doing this,
A choice. Select your desire.
Winter comes, can spring be far behind? Yeah, I can do this all day, dude. Not really, but... There we go. Whew! Mystic's eyes flash wide open. Your fortune is awash with death and destruction, but there is also hope. You carry fortune's favor with you. I may aid you in your endeavors. Someone with such powerful aura as yours, I can tell of what I know. The price for such information would be high. To someone with such sadly, I see that you have nothing I desire. No powerful magical artifacts. Perhaps if you return with one, I would be more forthcoming. Well, I don't exactly have... I mean, I could. I just have to go around.
Ah, an encounter with the devils of the night.
So
Perhaps not your last.
you spend a restless night with your dreams haunted by visions of a strange demon who sniffs and says, "They say you visit the altar, yet you have no mark of the gods upon you. Be gone. In the morning you feel drained." Okay. Well, you do have nothing at all.
Face death
Let's do
and
this,
learn
and
your
then I gotta
fate.
get out of here. It's fine. Should be able to do this.
Then it is done. When even a creature as haunting as the Queen of Skulls perishes, we know the game is almost done. The kings are gathering now. Do you see now what I have built? How elegantly all the pieces fit.
One
more round. You have earned it.
Can. So, alright guys, so this is going to be it for me. Yeah, so I'm going to try and do a Twitch stream tomorrow. I'm not sure exactly what time. It might be in the afternoon. But it's pending. So, like I said, I'm trying to get that going. I feel like that it will help me expand my horizons and perhaps, I don't know, maybe get more interaction. It'll be interesting. So, like I said, I do have the channel as well as the my sisters, which is so feel free to check out her stuff. Like I said, she's doing really well for herself, and I would highly encourage you to hear her content. And perhaps if you like, you can follow her and subscribe. I know that if you have Amazon Prime, then you can at least subscribe to one person for free. So hey, either subscribe to her or subscribe to me. Just check it out. So, like I said, tomorrow will be my first stream on Twitch. I would highly encourage you guys to check out my stuff. Anyways, if you like what I'm doing with this channel, at least for YouTube, whether it's the games I play, the commentary, you know, responding to you guys, feel free to like this video if you can. Just subscribe to my channel. So, I know I'm a bit unpredictable with when I play it on. But if you have any sort of recommendations, questions, concerns, all that kind of stuff, feel free to put it in chat. You can message me directly, or you can just put a comment on any of my videos. Like I said, like I've always said before, this isn't the only game that I play. Feel free to look at my channel, check out all the other games that I play. If you have any other games that you would like to see me play, feel free